Hello. If you have a Logitech G-35 and the earpiece swivel is broken, don't throw it away. I've got a quick and easy fix. Takes about 30-45 minutes and a few simple tools, and you can get your headset back up and running without spending a whole bunch of money. If you've owned your Logitech G35s for longer than the warranty period, or let's say you just haven't registered your product and you no longer have your receipt, you're going to find it really hard to get replacement parts to fix your headset. And if you're not keen on the idea of going and buying a whole new set of G35s or a more expensive set of headphones, then I've got a fix that I found. The link is in the description below. Head on over to Shapeways. As you see here, they've got a lot of colors to choose from. Prices range from $25 for a white pair to $30 for most other colors. The tools we're going to need are a variable speed drill, a 5/64 drill bit, and a 1/16 inch drill bit, some marking tape of some kind, and a precision screwdriver, preferably one that'll fit tightly or snugly in your screw head. You don't want to strip out your screws using too big of one or too small of tool. I got everything disassembled and ready to go. My parts from Shapeways are here. And here are the little screws that came with the headset. I'm going to be reusing those. Remember to use the proper screwdriver. Like I said earlier, you can strip these heads out on these pretty quick. If this happens and you need to use different size screws, be sure to get the appropriate size drill bits to go with that. Alright, let's get started. Alright, do a little test fit here, make sure I've got the correct side that I need. Everything looks like it's going to line up okay. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is drill these 4 holes out with the 5/64 drill bit. They come with tiny little holes in them, but you don't want to force anything through those. You might crack something. So it's best to pre-drill them. If you don't trust yourself as I do with the drill in your hand like this, I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on this. But if you'd rather put it in a vise, that's fine. But be sure that you don't clamp down too hard on it. It can break. Here we are with those holes completed. Everything's cleaned up and ready for the drilling on the back plate. Our back plate will be using the 1/16 inch drill bit. As you see, the Shapeways part here, they don't include the hole, so it's best if you drill that 1/16 inch hole to just make things go easier on the assembly. Before drilling the back plate, we're going to set our depth of the drill bit so that we don't go too far, because you do not want to drill all the way through this piece. I've already done one here, and to kind of give you an idea, when you do reach the end of your tape, stop. This is where your variable speed drill comes in handy. As you see, I can control the speed at which I'm drilling. If you go too fast on your drill speed and push too hard, you'll punch right through this thing in a matter of no time. So just take it easy and take your time. There you go, one down. Okay, so all my holes are drilled, and I'm ready to start the pre-assembly phase, where I take the front plate and the back plate and I assemble them together. What I'm looking for here is just to make sure that my holes are lined up correctly, and just kind of setting the screws in the holes they go in, kind of pre-threading them, just to make sure everything fits for the way it should. I'll start in one corner, and then I'll do the opposite corner, and then the other two corners. Not putting a whole lot of force, just enough to snug it down and kind of cut the threads in the back plate. This would be much harder if I hadn't pre-drilled them holes. Okay, they're all in. Everything looks good and flush. I'll just take this apart and get it ready to start putting back together. Okay, so I've got carefully took the slack out of the speaker cable there, and I laid the back plate up underneath of it and checked for fit and make sure the holes lined up. This is going to be a little bit of a chore with one pair of hands, but I think I can handle it. If you need to, get some help. And the most important thing to remember here is don't get that wire anywhere but down the middle. Make sure everything stays nice and straight, and you don't get that cable in a bind or underneath of the cover plate. And now, before I put the cover plate back on, you see there at the upper right hand corner of the first hole, there's a notch cut out of that, and that is to help assist in putting this all together. That'll be the first screw that you want to start in. Okay, so I've got the first screw in and gave the unit a little tug to make sure everything was seated properly, and it was. I took the ear pad off because things were much easier maneuvering without that pad in the way. Again, make sure that that wire there coming off of the headset is not in a bind or laying across that plate in any way. It will puncture it, cut it, whatever. And the screw here, I just got it tightened about halfway down just to make sure, and I gave everything a tug like I said, and everything seems to be in order. Make sure this is loose, and we can start assembling the rest of it. Alright, other 3 screws are in and all 4 are tightened down. Everything went together pretty smooth, no issues. Feels a lot sturdier than it did before. It's working. Rotation is good. Oh, looks like all I need to do now is do the right side. Get these things drilled out and installed over there. Well, everything went smooth. System's powered up. Headphones are working fine, just like they did before. Except they fit on my head better. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave me a shout down below, and I'll see if I can answer your questions for you. Thanks.